Hey BooTube, I'm sorry I'm getting all dark right here, but I was supposed to upload earlier, at least before Thanksgiving, but something really bad happened. Tuesday night, I don't know what happened, but apparently, most likely I accidentally stepped on my dog and he's injured. He might have a hairline fracture on his midsection, so I've been taking care of him. So, BooTube out there, even if you're not religious, just please keep my dog in your prayers. But I'm taking care of him right now. He's sleeping in his room resting. He can barely walk at the moment. And this will be my reaction rant to Supergirl episode. Hang on. Episode 5 called How Does She Do It? And if you remember correctly, and I even wrote it down on here. I don't know if you can see that, but I had Livewire and How Does She Do It switched, episodes 4 and 5, because when I first wrote this down, it said that How Does She Do It was going to be episode 4, and Livewire was supposed to be episode 5, but apparently they switched it on us mainly because of the topic of How Does She Do It it hits a little close to home, and I'll get into that right now. Basically, we start off with Kara, flying around as Supergirl, and she notices a drone following her and all that stuff, and she straight up destroys it. She's hella suspecting, Hank Henshaw being the one sending drones to spy on her, but he's like, no, it's not me. And I don't blame her for being suspicious after what happened the last episode, when her and her sister found out from their mother, yeah, your dad pretty much, in a way, became an underling of Hank Henshaw to protect Kara. He went to go work for Hank to protect her, and all of a sudden he ends up dead, and she was already suspicious of it. So, of course, they're naturally suspicious, okay, our father went to go work for Hank to protect Kara, and in that time he was working with them, he ends up mysteriously dead. So, naturally, she's suspicious already of Hank. So, naturally, she'd think, I'm suspicious of him, maybe he's the one sending the drones. But anyway, Alex is all like, I believe he's not the one sending the drones after you. And she's all telling Kara, trust him, I don't think it's him. So, which it's kind of weird, mainly because, both Alex and Kara were suspicious of him because of the father. And I would think Alex would be more suspicious considering, it's her biological father, not Kara's. But anyway, when Kara gets to work, she finds out, Cat Grant got an award. And she has to go to Metropolis to do it. And apparently Cat Grant's mom won't babysit Cat's son, Carter. And it's kind of cute that Kara's like, I'll babysit him. It makes me question, does Kara have experience babysitting? I don't know. But, it kind of is interesting, mainly because, technically in the comics, Kara was sent, if I remember correctly, Kara was sent away from Krypton, because, one, it's a dying planet. But, two, she was also sent to keep an eye out for Hang on. My bad, guys. I thought I heard something. But anyway, I think it's kind of cute because, Kara was originally sent to Earth well, not really sent to Earth, but she was sent to pretty much find her baby cousin, Kal-El, and, watch over him, take care of him, and turns out that Kal-El's now older than her. So in a way, to me, it's like Kara pretty much doing what she was supposed to do, and besides being Kal-El, she's pretty much doing it for Carter. And also, the son of her boss. But to me, it's kind of symbolic. Mainly because she was supposed to take care of baby Kal-El. You know what I mean? Kal-El is technically supposed to be younger than her. No, he's not. But anyway, Also, let's get into the fact with the Jimmy and Lucy thing. You know, I was a total ship of the fact that of Jimmy and Kara, the possibility, but we all know in the comics that I don't think that really happened. I'm not sure, but I like the fact that it could possibly be in this TV show. You know, we all know that this is not really completely in tune with the comic book. I mean, there were minor changes and there's some new characters and all that stuff. And like Cat Grant, I don't remember Cat ever having her own company in the comics anyway. At least I don't think so. But anyway, I don't know, something about this relationship, you know. I've seen these type of relationships before, like real life, and apparently, according to this episode, pretty much Lucy chose her job over Jimmy. Or was it the other way around? I'm not sure, but James claims that Lucy pretty much chose her job over him, right? And later on in the episode, you found out that she was like, what was it called? Hang on. I know it's somewhere here. Apparently, later on, Lucy does tell Kara that she broke up with James because of Superman. Because of his closeness to Superman and all that stuff, and he'd rather, you know, be more interested in Superman than her. And to be fair, in the comics, Jimmy and Superman, they're the best of friends. They were practically like brothers, you know what I mean? Superman, for the longest time, believed he was the only one of Krypton, right? He believed he was the only one from Krypton. Even before he found out he was from Krypton, he always felt out of place. He's the one with all these powers, all this unique stuff about him. He felt alone in the world. And when he found out he was probably the last one from Krypton, and he was, in his opinion, the last one in Krypton, he felt even more alone. And his parents in Smallville weren't his real parents. He had no one. So, of course, when he gets a best friend, it becomes like family to him, you know? More family besides the Kents. So, of course, they're like this. They're literally like this. Kind of like the Kents are with Superman himself. So you can't really blame that, really? Jimmy is literally like a brother to Superman. He'd do anything for him. He loves him. And I know it's like vice versa, you know? I'm pretty sure Jimmy feels the same way because he knows Superman's alone in the world. He doesn't have anyone, and they all believed, up until Kara, they all believed that Superman was the only one in the whole world. He's literally by himself in the world. So, of course, I think Jimmy developed kind of like a overprotective bond, brotherly best friend bond with him, you know what I mean? Because of that. But anyway, Jimmy not wanting to hear any explanations from Lucy, I can't blame him for getting mad at her for that. At the same time, like, knowing that she broke up with him because of Superman, I don't blame him for being mad at that too, because, like I said, James most likely developed this overprotective brother-best friend bond where he just wants to be there for Superman because he believed he's alone, he needs close people, you know what I mean? So, I don't really like Lucy. I don't know what it is. I just don't. But anyway, they hear, like, explosions and all that stuff, and pretty much Kara, she races off to a skyscraper and, like, saves it from destruction using, like, we finally see, I don't know if we saw it before, but I think this is the first time I've seen it, but, I could have accidentally missed an earlier moment in a previous episode, but we finally see her ice breath, that kind of like Superman has, and how come it got so dark so quickly? I'm sorry. But anyway, I am not myself right now because my dog. I really am not. So if I tend to trail off or something like that, I really do apologize. But anyway, while she uses her cool breath to pretty much save the skyscraper from destruction, she does not notice that a secondary drone is actually watching her, just like in the beginning. And back at the DO, Alex pretty much tells Hank that the drone belonged to pretty much Lord Technologies. You remember Maxwell Lord, right? That egotistical, bleh kind of guy. That peacock guy. And, pretty much Alex and Hank, they confront Maxwell about the drone and the bombs, but Maxwell's like, my company was targeted by this other company, and they're being uncooperative, they don't trust the government, and because of that, they're not being very cooperative. And because of that, Hank and Alex are like, we gotta keep an eye on Hank. And I don't blame them. Hank is being kind of suspicious right now. Because I never trusted the guy. He's too much of a freaking peacock. You know what I mean? I never trusted peacock dudes. These guys that always have to make themselves look prim and proper like that. And they always put up a front. They're kind of like cocky bastards, but they're like secret cocky bastards. They hide they show their cockiness, but at the same time, they have a whole different level of cockiness that they kind of hide behind closed doors. You know what I mean? That's why I call them the sneaky, cocky peacocks. But and they're always such good-looking guys. That's why sometimes I never trusted the good-looking guys. No, I'm not saying, like, not all good-looking guys are, like, bastards or, like, complete, peacock dudes. But it's just, like, it's the same way with women, too. You just can't really judge them by how nice and beautiful and prim and proper they look. They could be, like, the nicest looking person in the outside and be, like, the devil child on the inside, you know what I mean? So that's why I never really liked Maxwell Lord that much. So I do not blame Alex or even Hank for being suspicious of Maxwell, even though I already don't trust Hank because them glowing red eyes, but Maxwell Lord is just as much a threat. Not just as much because, the red eyes of Hank means something's going on with him, but I'm just saying. For a normal dude, I don't trust him. Anyway. Hank, asks Alex to keep an eye on, Maxwell, and at the same time, while Alex is, like, pretty much keeping an eye on Maxwell's all asking Alex, why do you work for the DEO? And he pretty much explains to Alex why he doesn't like Supergirl. I don't remember the exact reason, because keep this in mind, that was Monday. And the whole incident with my dog accidentally stepping on him was Tuesday night, and I took him to a vet on Wednesday. And I've been taking care of him since, and yesterday was Thanksgiving, and I kind of got somewhat, I want to say, I wasn't drunk for sure, and I wasn't buzzed. I was more like itty-bit tipsy, because I was like, I was kind of like not really paying much attention. But despite the fact that I was somewhat tipsy during Turkey Day, I still took care of my dog. So, anyway, I don't remember exactly why when Maxwell was telling Alex why he disliked Supergirl. I forgot the exact reasons, but he pretty much confides in her a little bit. And I just realized I am running out of time. This will be part 1 of this video. I am sorry! I normally don't have, like, parts to this episode, which is amazing in my opinion. But anyway, sorry, I thought I saw something good. But anyway, I'm sorry I'm so out of it, and I'm, like, all everywhere, and the details are not there, like, perfectly scrunched up like they used to. I'm just not myself. I'm still suffering from a Turkey Day food coma and a slight Turkey Day buzz from drinking champagne, and I'm still an emotional wreck from my dog, because it's just so upsetting to see my dog, like, walking slow and trying desperately to at least stand up for a long time. So, it's just difficult, I love my dog. It's not like I haven't had a dog before, but I was very young when I had my first 2 dogs, so, and both of my first 2 dogs, they lived with my dad, and I live with my mom, and this dog is the first and only one to ever live with me with my mom, and he's so little, and it's just so wrong, because I'm so used to such a hyper happy Chihuahua, that is just seeing him barely happy, barely wagging his tail, and barely wandering around. It's just upsetting. So have my dog in your prayers, guys, please. His name is Odie. He's my little Chewini, and I love him. I'll see you in the next part 2 of this video, apparently, of How Does She Do It, episode 5. Bye.